Hey up.
Mention siblings. With everything that's happening, do you know if they're all right?
I've received word from my eldest sister. She was always good at tracking me down. South Reach has experienced the same chaos as everywhere else. My family is fine. Pray they remain so.
Your sister tracked you down? She didn't know where you were?
I let her know I was in Haven. She assumed I survived. It's not the first time. I may have neglected to tell her when I was transferred to Kirkwall.
Why?
Surprise.
I wasn't in a good state. I wanted only to leave. I received an angry letter about my disappearance 2 years later. For all her reprimands, it was a relief to hear from someone who knew me before the Blight.
You still regret the man you became after leaving Ferelden?
After the Ferelden Circle, I thought all mages were like the ones there. Knight Commander Meredith's methods were harsh, but they kept people safe.
You've said Meredith was unstable.
She was my Knight Commander. I had no reason to distrust her. She wasn't wrong about the Blood Mages in Kirkwall. Meredith encouraged my anger towards the mages. There was only so far I would go, and she knew that too. I was her second in command. She kept decisions from me, those I would question. I believed she was serving the city. I never thought to question her, not until it was too late.
You can't control everything. You stood up to her in the end.
If I hadn't, would I be like her now? I wanted mages locked away as much as she did. I trusted they were treated reasonably well, but I should have done more. I should have looked into it. It's not yet enough. The Inquisition is my chance to atone. I will see it through.
That's all I wanted to know.
And try one
I
more.
have other matters to attend. At your service.
There's something I wanted to ask you.
Oh?
No, okay.
Should you require
Superhero landing. Oh wait, can I just shortcut this way? I can. Ha ha ha. Right, so Liliana, we've done Dorian, so to speak. Just check in. Oh,
You have remarkably little here on early to Vinter history. All these gifts to the Inquisition, and the best they can do is the Malefica Imperio. Trite propaganda. But if you want 20 volumes on whether Divine Galatea took a shit on Sunday, this is evidently the place to find it.
If I knew what you were looking for, I could help you.
Because you're a mage? Considering education standards in the South, that's hardly a recommendation.
eat Angie.
I apologize. That was unworthy. Did I see something by Genitivi here? I could have sworn.
What is this about, Dorian?
What else could it be about? What happened at Adamant, of course. We went into the Fade. Physically went in.
That was ages ago.
All right.
I learned a surprising amount. What happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, for one.
True.
Regained your memories. That's good then.
I'm sure since then we did his actual personal quest.
This feat hasn't been performed in over 1,000 years. Corypheus and his contemporaries entered the Fade and began the Blights. In comparison.
So
Ah,
I should
okay.
be happy I accomplished something
blur.
so grand.
Concerned, more like. If you can walk in the Fade, others will try to follow. Who knows what secrets Corypheus has revealed? Not all of them will be as lucky
But
as
Solus
you.
does it all the time, right?
What they could unleash. My advice? Keep this quiet. Let them speculate. Too many will see this as a challenge.
That's a good idea.
There are enough idiots in the world who think if they just use enough blood magic, their problems will vanish. It's exactly the sort of thing I want to stop back home. This I don't need. What I do need is a copy of the Liberalum. I'll wager I can find Corypheus's real name. If I can prove he was a grasping ankle-biter with no family to speak of, the luster would come right off. Wish me luck.
Do we not have the name of our enemy operation available?
Marvelous business, the Winter Palace. You saved an empress, and now she's eating out of your hand. Perfect mental image. All this dancing...
I need that
politics,
mod that
murder,
auto-completes some for me.
Makes me a bit homesick.
That's something you'd like to do more often, then?
Watch as you twist an entire empire around your little finger. Yes, please. Of course, that leaves only Tevinter. And it wouldn't work as well there.
No? Why not?
Our dances are so much more intense. If an evening lacks a murder, we sniff and call it a ball.
There's plenty of murder
They tried the ham they were serving by
at that one.
Tasted of despair. It's fascinating.
Nah, it's fine.
You know, Ralph?
Ooh, just research. Yay. Schmooples have I read on like. What you doing over here?
So it's true. Some look to Cassandra or even me as Justinia's successor. I never thought the idea would gain momentum. Of course, with the other candidates out of the picture...
They must be desperate.
It's
I didn't mean
much
that.
flattering when you put it that way. If only being divine were as
I need to stop
simple
being a
as
dick.
in an old hat. Restoring the Chantry will be like trying to steer a sinking vessel through a storm.
Whoever becomes divine will have my support if she requires it.
And I'm sure whoever becomes divine will absolutely require the Inquisition's backing. The Chantry is faltering, but it still has influence over the people. Who tells the people what's right? Who do they look to in times of peril? A divine with enough support can change the Chantry. And with it, Thedas. But this is a discussion for later. If Corypheus wins, finding a new divine will be the least of our problems. A message from Divine Justinia.
Dead people usually don't send messages.
And I see you
From
feel
beyond the
less
grave.
for any of this. This message was written months, perhaps even years ago, to be delivered to me if she died. I've heard of such contingency plans. A sudden death often leaves loose ends.
Yeah, I do like the middle sassy one.
Valence, a small village on the waking sea. There is something hidden there.
Why hide things in Valence? What's so special about it?
Justinia was revered mother at the
It sounds
count's
French.
birth for many years before she became the divine. It is a place that holds great meaning for her.
Do you know what you're looking for?
The divine
Nope.
was a powerful woman who used her position to obtain all sorts of things. Whatever she
Butt
hid in
plugs.
Valence would very likely benefit the Inquisition and must be kept from falling into the wrong hands. If I'm lucky, she will have instructions for me.
Ooh, sassy. No.
Is this you asking permission to leave for a bit?
Well, yes. I can't imagine I'll be away from my post for very long.
This is a war table
You would
mission.
agree to come with me.
Or a cutscene. It's
Will you at
cutscene, isn't
least
it?
consider it? One more thing. If what is hidden in Valence is as valuable as I think, we're not going to be the only ones looking for it. I shall meet you at the Chantry in Valence. Try not to delay.
Can I still talk to her?
I didn't get the chance to say so earlier, but welcome back to Skyhold. After that terrible journey through the Fade, it must feel good to stand on
This was
solid
ages
ground
ago.
again.
God's sake. Nah, I'm cool.
Nothing in the Fade bothered me.
Oh? Well, I'm Glad for you then.
Right. Left hand of a divide. Go. Cassandra's probably a good fit for this. Cassandra and Liliana are pretty well connected, aren't they?
It's just as I remember it.
Hey, TJ. Yeah, I've not heard good things about Joker 2.
You didn't tell me you'd been here before.
After the Blight ended, I came here to see Justine.
Was it busy?
She was just Dorothea then, a revered mother. I needed her wisdom after the hero of Ferelden died.
Oh. Origins character, right? Yeah, it's too
I
quiet.
didn't expect it to be so deserted. It makes me uneasy.
It's a small village and
Go review it for me,
early
Wal.
of the chant. I'm sure the sisters are somewhere.
Liliana, is that you?
Sister Natalie, what are you doing here? I thought
And Champion
you were in
Kirkwall's from
Malvaillon.
2, right?
No, I've been here since Justinia died. This place makes me feel like
2 people walked out.
she's still with us.
Inquisitor.
Oh, Champion's
this
Hawk.
is Natalie, a trusted friend.
Wait, Inquisitor?
What's the nickname of
You brought the Inquisitor
player from 2
here?
then?
My lord, forgive me for not recognizing you earlier.
I need to wear a hat, don't I?
I wish more people would fail to recognize me.
Oh, I see.
Natalie, listen. There is something.
Yeah, big
hidden
hat with a
here.
big eye on it.
Something Justinia left for me.
Oh, really? What is it?
I don't know, but we'll find it. I'm curious to see what brought us all here. Justinia's letter came with instructions for me.
Oh, 2 you play as
Well, a little
Hawk.
cryptic. Always remember that faith sprung from a barren branch. That light has no fear of darkness.
I should look into 2 more. 2 is the one I'm not seeing anything of.
Open heart.
She must be hinting at something in here. Let's look around.
I was.
I think so, Wob. There's what? 20 odd days left?
There was a lot of fear back then. Rose bush. And I thought, even in the midst of all this, life finds a way. Maker hasn't abandoned us. That can't
I saw they're out on Valentine's Day, right?
Yes, of course. We'd never
Get you a code. Do you think I made a
forget
codes?
the most beloved divine.
7 minutes, there you go. Not counting.
I stare up at the breach sometimes. It's terrifying.
Yeah, Tomb Raider 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 5, and 6 were the not great ones, weren't they?
Hit by sunrise.
When the sun rises through it, it splits into what looks like 1,000 suns.
Angel of Darkness, which
Yes.
I did not like.
Spectacular, isn't it?
What was that?
Looks like we opened something.
Yeah. It was not great when I played it on PS2. Remastering a lot of old games, aren't they?
Sorry to keep you waiting.
What's happening?
Liliana, stop! What are you doing?
I'm protecting us. They never sing the benedictions here on Fridays, Natalie. Something so simple. And you got it so wrong. I wanted to believe, but you were lying from the start.
I need to pay attention to this game
Keep
more.
that pretty mouth shut if you must, dear. You've already told me everything I need to know. The prickleweed burrs on your hem, talking about the sun rising through the breach. It all points to a single place. Morel in the Dales, Grand Cleric Victoire's bastion. She sent you, didn't she? Victoire was always an opportunist.
Good work. We know the name of our enemy. That's half the battle won.
Exactly.
Kill me then. I am not afraid to die for my beliefs. At least I still know what I believe.
Bad person goes dead.
This has to be done. You know it.
I see what you've become. The righteous stand before the darkness, and the Maker shall guide them.
Dead. No, I've got red everywhere now. We're gonna clean that up.
No! This can't be it. There's nothing here.
A hidden bottom.
Check
I mean,
again.
button.
Perhaps the box itself is a puzzle. She seems the puzzling sort.
No, it's just an empty box.
The real prize was the friends we made along the way.
The left hand should lay down her burden. She's releasing me. The divine has a long reach, but it is always her left hand that stretches out. 1,000 lies, 1,000 deaths. Her commands, but my conscience that bore the consequences.
She apologized in the Fade. She said she failed you. This is what she meant.
All this time, Justinia carried the fear that she was using me, just like I'd been used in the past. But Marjolaine's games were trifles. Justinia gambled with the fate of nations. She needed me. No one else could have done what I did. She knows that.
Sacrifices are necessary. You know that.
I know. And hearing you agree gives me the courage to do what must be done. Justinia tried to save me, but all it's done is made me realize I don't need saving. There is work to be done. I'll see you back at Skyhold.
Made him all cold. I mean, yeah. We need that, right? Acquired the Vitar and the Tongue of Serpents. What is a Tongue of Serpents? That's kinky. Ow. It's a dagger. Sure, whatever. Let's head home. I think I own the new Tomb Raiders WoB on Epic. They gave them away on some platform, didn't they? Yeah, I will do. Didn't the last one have like really good RTX stuff on? Tracing those rays. Right, we've made her into a cold-blooded killer.
So mortals try to find the Maker, and that becomes...
Bloop.
It's just a story to scare children.
This right away. I can turn left here, right? Yes. Ooh, Doom.
Grand Cleric Victoire wishes to
See, if I'd want it on
the
Steam.
Inquisition. I'll give her what she wants.
Oh, she's turned evil.
I have a young cousin, Lord Firmin.
She's turned very evil, it seems.
Yes, mistress. I believe.
We're about to kill him off.
Good.
Yep.
Have him collected. He
Oh,
shall
no, I've
be
made her evil.
your guest, and make sure the Grand Cleric hears about it.
At your command.
We're kidnapping people. Fun. Let's lead
Good
into it.
work with the Grand Cleric.
Thank you. I do what I can. You see, when I'm ruthless, it gets us where we need to be. It's something to be proud of. Why fix it? How funny that her regret is what finally puts my own to rest. I chose to become her left
This may have
hand,
been a
knowing
mistake.
what it meant. It was my weakness that stopped me from fully committing to my task.
Yeah, why
Well
not?
then, I suppose that's that.
The Inquisition needs me just as the Divine did, to do what no one else dares. Death and deception are my trade. It is what I am.
Oops.
It is what I always will be.
See, the game wants you to make her into a cold-blooded killer.
At your service, my lord.
The Divine's death hit you hard. How have you been feeling?
Oh,
Murderous.
you are referring to my outburst in the Haven.
Ooh, why did I just glow blue?
I am much better now. She was a good friend, and it will take time to get used to her absence. But thank you for asking. It is appreciated.
Updates.
Anything I should know?
This kidnapping we're doing?
Unlimited power in Orlais. Good, we need an ally like her. At the moment, she's said to be rooting out the last of Gaspard's supporters. Once that is done, we will have a united Orlais behind the Inquisition.
Anything I should know?
Altegan has returned to Redcliffe Castle and resumed his duties as Lord. The people are returning, slowly but surely. Unfortunately, our show of support for the mages has angered many.
Anything I should know?
I've nothing to report at the moment.
I'll leave you to your work.
Doing things the hard way, Phoenix. I like it. Is that everyone caught up with now? I guess Cassandra. And back to Cullen. Superhero landing. Cullen! That was German. Wrong way. Bombs. It's fine. Hop. Does Blackwall have anything to say now?
Inquisitor?
Ooh.
How shall I refer to you? Rainier or Blackwall?
I've gotten used to Blackwall. Perhaps we could treat it as less of a name and more of a title. Almost like Inquisitor. Reminds me of what I ought to be.
Everyone needs something to aspire to.
Exactly. I'm glad you understand.
You killed any more kids since?
Let's talk about you. The truth this time.
I suppose I owe you that.
Favorite color?
So you're actually Orlesian?
Well, didn't I say that I was from Markham in the Free Marches? I didn't lie about that. I spent my childhood there, and then Orlais called to me. Markham seemed lifeless, colorless in comparison.
Tell me about your time as a soldier.
I served in the Imperial Army. I distinguished myself there, earned respect, the loyalty of my men. And then I threw it all away. Betrayed my own side for gold. Only gold.
How much gold?
Did you have a family? A wife? Children?
Children? None that I know about. If they exist, it's best they stay away. No,
Cause they'll murder them.
like this.
We'll continue this another time.
The war in Orlais has claimed too many lives. I pray that it's over for good.
Nothing.
Later then.
Turn my back at him and run. Alright, where is the Sea Dog? What's up, Ned?
Yes?
There's something I wanted to ask you.
Maybe not. Happy birthday, Phoenix. You old. Older. Not Cole. I'm just wearing a hat similar to Cole. Phoenix, how does it feel knowing that you spent your birthday watching me fool around on this game?
Do you think Templars should
Good or bad?
exist?
No.
Depressing.
I may have
Gotcha.
chosen to leave
Perfect.
life, but I respect those who remain.
That's how we roll.
Magic ungoverned could tear the world apart. It's doing so now. Templars are trained and able to confront such dangers.
What would you suggest?
Some call the circle a prison.
I thought I should have like a party popper, so
Perhaps opportunities to
There you
work
go.
outside the circle. A mixed
Then
military
one.
service or healers' clinics with Templar support. And there must be a safer way for Templars to leave. Templars can lose their memories to lyrium.
There we go,
Some have the
lyrium.
gift to forget the failed harrowings, the demons. Some atrocities haunt me still. But to lose what good I can recall, I nearly lost my mind once. It is no gift.
I like the sound of that.
I'm not sure it's the answer, but some...
Does this work? No. Never mind.
That's all I wanted to know.
Nothing ever works.
Time, then.
One more try,
That's
Cullen.
something you needed.
What do you think of the people you work with?
Who do you mean?
Nah.
Another...
Superhero landing! I don't enjoy that. What's in here? I don't know if I've been in this room. The exit. Cool.
May God be with you.
Ah.
Will you not
Ooh.
consider it, Lady Cassandra? The clerics are still sequestered. If no one steps forward, they will debate until...
And you think I could make them agree? I've heard enough for one day, Mother Giselle.
Talk to her, your worship.
The fun never ends in Skyhold, does it?
The Inquisitor was hilarious. That's what they'll say one day, you watch. I
Was.
assume you've heard that Leliana and I are both candidates to be the next Divine. Because of what happened at Halam Shiral, of course, the Empire favors you. Thus, everyone close to you. So now the Chantry bandies our names about without even asking us first.
See, I'm already leaning
How
more
can you
towards
put
Leliana anyway.
You're not even priests.
It's not without precedent. Amar III was sister to the Emperor.
Oh no, Warriors left and
and
Blackwall's
Galatea
vanished
a
too.
commoner. Leliana and I were, at least, part of the Chantry hierarchy. It would be accepted.
Why am I not a candidate? Good question.
If they'll pick non-priests, why am I not a candidate?
Because you're a man, first and foremost.
That's just
If they
sexist.
name you a candidate, they may as well join the Tevinter Imperium. Truly, though, I imagine it's because they're frightened of you. A weight such as yours would break the Sunburst throne and tear the Chantry to pieces.
Is she calling me
I
fat?
don't know why they believe Leliana or I would be any better.
If you don't want it, then tell them so.
Ooh,
Surely it was never meant to be like this.
I touched a nerve.
The Chantry, the Circle of Magi, the Templars. This cannot be what they intended when it all began. The Chantry should provide faith, hope. Instead, it cannot veer from its course, even in the face of certain death.
Many extraordinary things have happened to get us to this point.
I'm not so certain. I think it has been a long time coming. Did you know Varric is Andrastian? Oh, he blasphemes with every second breath, but deep down he believes. His heart is virtuous. But he would never step foot in a Chantry. It should be the first place to which the virtuous turn. It needs to change. Perhaps I must be the one to change it.
Perhaps the Chantry needs more than just change.
You mean get rid of it entirely? I
No.
disagree. Without the Chantry, the faithful would be lost. The Chantry must simply be more responsible in how it leads. I suppose I should not be so concerned. The clerics speak my name for now, nothing more. For now, Restoring order and stopping Corypheus remain our priority.
Good point.
Hello again.
Aye. Do you want to
So,
a divine?
candidate for divine now.
So I am informed.
Is that something you actually want?
Why should what I want matter?
Why shouldn't it matter? Don't you have the right to be happy?
She has more
It is
points.
very simple. The Chantry needs to survive.
Huh.
To do that, it must change.
How?
I have never believed in asking another to do what you are unwilling to do yourself. So I look upon this as an opportunity. I owe it to myself and all of Thedas to seek the Sunburst throne.
There are other ways you can change things.
Perhaps. I may not have a choice in the matter if the Chantry clerics
Yeah.
pick another.
Do you have any advice for me?
It seems that Corypheus searches for elven artifacts. That's hardly surprising. Tevinter power is based on what those vultures scavenged from the ancient elves. Whatever advantage he hopes to gain, we need to stop him at once.
Okay. What's the exclamation mark? Ah, the bloody requisitions table, isn't it?
Oh, my maker. You cannot imagine how many letters I've received about the fracas at Halam Shiral. Fortunately, you tied twice as many threads as cut, although it is yet bewildering at the center.
There are problems coming out of Halam Shiral?
There are always problems from Halam Shiral. We've lost a few contracts, but more than made up for it. Although, if a few commendations were given, it might retie some severed threads. I couldn't suggest how. That is better.
Oh, no, not war table.
And I'm not
Not
going
more.
near that thing.
Yeah,
As you
me
would.
neither.
We are
Actually,
here
he's
for your
checking it.
visitor.
Yay! Another one. The ball. The bolster. And maybe Cole. Oh, he's here. What's up, Dad?
You know I've got no problem with Orlesians, but Halam Shiral was a mess. At least under the Qun, you don't get everyone tripping on each other's dicks while the country goes to crap.
Well, I've had this conversation.
Politicking we saw at Halam Shiral might seem pointless, but it's the beating heart of the Empire. The
I like how he blends into the
who
wall.
best builds
It's the
alliances
same colour.
and controls what's discussed and what's decided.
So it rewards manipulation instead of rewarding the ability to get stuff done. I don't know. The Qun isn't perfect, but it doesn't care what any single person wants. Orlais is full of people.
Like a hive mind.
who love nothing else. Good to see you, boss.
So how did you get the name Iron Bull?
I picked it. We don't have names under the Qun. Just, I don't know. Job descriptions, I guess. When I came to Orlais, I chose the Iron Bull for myself.
But why specifically Iron Bull?
This may surprise you, but I really like hitting things. Also, it's the Iron Bull, technically. I like having an article at the front. It makes it sound like I'm not even a person, just a mindless weapon. An implement of destruction. That really works for me.
Okay.
See ya. Hey, boss. How are you?
Yeah. Alright, let's go poke Cole. Does this guy over here do anything yet? Sutherland.
Inquisitor, it was amazing.
Keep talking to him. I don't wanna.
Your quartermaster outfitted me, and I got training to hunt the bandits near my home, in your name. I hired Voth here. Don't tell anyone, but he's a mage. A good one, though.
Well, was this the guy I did a war table thing for?
I'll pay you back, I swear.
Who are you again?
Good work. Keep with the training. We'll need every hand.
Yes. Yes, your worship. We'll do just that. Won't we, Voth? He doesn't speak. but he's thankful too.
Another one. Great.
No, they don't.
I didn't understand the Grand Ball. It would have been easier if they said what they wanted.
What did you think of the masks?
What
He probably loves them.
The masks.
Oh, I didn't even
Everyone
notice
had
them.
them on their faces.
Does he see past
Those
them?
weren't their faces.
Alright, cool. Good chat. Ball.
I don't know.
Krem, you okay? Yeah, lose it.
How you doing?
I'd like to know more about your work with the Ben Hasrath.
Sounds like the
Ben
police,
Hasrath
isn't it?
is
Or
actually
secret
a
police.
general term. You've got the secret police who investigate problems inside our territory. You've got the re-educators who take people with problems and fix their minds. Or make them disappear.
Brainwashing.
And then you've
Like it.
got the spies.
How do the re-educators work?
I only know the basics. Wasn't my area. That said, keep a man awake long enough. Ask the right questions, give the right potions, and you can get him to say anything. You don't need blood magic or demons to change someone's mind. We're a lot more fragile than we'd like to believe.
Not great.
Educators sound horrible.
Yeah, they probably do. Here's the thing, though. What happens in Orlais when you commit a crime or betray a lord? They just lop your head off. At least the Qunari try to fix you.
Is it fixing though?
You can alter someone's beliefs that easily?
One of my friends was a re-educator. He said that every memory is like the page of a book. When
Let's get some
examine a
Tipex, right?
memory, you're turning to that page, and when you're there, the page is laid bare. Write a few notes in the margins of the page, erase a word here and there, and your whole outlook changes. I always felt a little weird reading after that conversation.
None of those sound exactly like you.
The big muscle lad.
I was a special case. They sent me to Saharan because they needed someone who could fight and hunt down
The big
dogs.
hit and punch guy.
That whole island was a sack of cats. Incursions from Tevinter, Tal-Vashath, and native rebels fighting both sides. And in the middle, me, trying to wrangle the rebels and restore order.
You seem like the type who enjoys a good fight.
There's a good fight, and there's finding out who put rat poison in the bread and killed a bunch of children. I hunted down a lot
Not so
of
fun.
rebels. Lost a lot of friends to the Vince, or the Fog Warriors, or the Tal-Vashath.
What
One
Fog
day I
Warriors?
woke up and couldn't think of a damned reason to keep doing my job. Turned myself into the re-educators.
Huh?
You'd heard what the re-educators did to their prisoners.
Yes, I had. I wanted them to fix me like they fixed them. The Ben Hasrath ordered me to go to Orlais, ostensibly as a Tal-Vashath, and work undercover. That's how I ended up here.
It sounds like you had a rough life under the Qun.
What, 3 meals a day and free sex whenever I need it?
Interesting pay.
The challenge, boss. Figured I'd rough it with you savages. Anyway, nice talking with you. Ah, come on, Krim. I'm working my ass off trying to get you to see that move.
You still got plenty of arse left, Chief. Your worship.
Glad you came by. I got a letter from my contacts in the Ben Hasrath. Already verified it with Red.
What did the letter say?
The Ben Hasrath have been reading my reports. They don't like Corypheus or his Venatori. And they really don't like Red Lyrium. They're ready to work with us. With you, boss. The Qunari and the Inquisition, joining forces.
That could be a powerful alliance.
Yeah.
My people
More
have
bodies, the
never
better,
made a
right?
full-blown alliance with a foreign power before. This would be a big step. They found a massive Red Lyrium shipping operation out on the coast.
Let's go blow it up.
They wanted us to hit it together. Talked about bringing in one of their dreadnoughts. Always wanted to see one of those big warships in action.
Did you see that? Go get some water. They're worried about tipping the smugglers, so no army. My chargers, you, maybe some backup.
You don't seem entirely happy about this.
No, I'm good. It's, I'm used to them being over there. It's been a while.
I thought Qunari wanted to extend their reach to the whole world.
Yeah, just didn't think I'd see it. Look, the Qun answers a lot of questions. It's a good life for a lot of people. But it's a big change, and a lot of folks here wouldn't do so well under that kind of life. I guess it's not like we're converting. This is just us joining forces against Corypheus. On that front, I think we're good.
What does this alliance really get us?
They wouldn't use the word alliance if they didn't mean it. Naval power. More Ben Hasrath reports. Qunari soldiers pointed at the Venatori. It could do a lot of good.
I think the Inquisition could use some help from the Qunari.
Good. I'll pass on word to Cullen and Red. We can set up the meeting whenever you're ready.
Who's Red? Am I being dumb? Ah, yeah. Dude. red hair. Yeah. Okay, cool. Right. Wall table, bed. Do. It's not even wall table, it's wall council. Or is it the wall table within the wall council? Yeah, whatever. We spent, what, 2.5 hours just talking to companions. Kind of funny. Dwarven slaves, 192 gold. Woo! And then defeat Marquis, someone. We got the Song of the Marchers, looks like an axe. Right. Right. What's... Oh god, there's so many. Liberate that place. There's a power one. Costs 20 power. What does it do? Sure. I'm not even reading these anymore. There's too many to keep track of. New area! Woo! Red lyrium? Fun. No. If we can get Cullen's quest. Yeah. Destroy its Darkspawn outbreak. 20 hours? Okay, are you taking the piss?
Alright.
Weapons.
You seem to enjoy yourself at the Winter Palace, Liliana. Or was that part of the game?
Perhaps it was both.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and clean this up. Favor returned. No. Which are the important ones? Red Templars or Storm Coast? That's a power one, isn't it? 4. Sure. New area, woo! No. Gather herbs. Patrol. Frostbite Basin. 1622. I'm 21, right? Too late.
At your service.
Right, done. All set. Done and done. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, my inventory's probably full again. Hooray. We will leave things there until Sunday. I'm thinking. Should be anyway. Yeah, hope you enjoyed us doing all the companion quests. Or triggering them all. Yeah. Oh, Christ. By the way, you didn't have to go as hard. You didn't have to go as hard with this game. But yeah, we will resume next time. And maybe, just maybe, finish this game once and for all. I'm thinking after the next main mission, do I have the opportunity to talk to all my companions again and more different round of stuff every time? So when there's only like, what, 10 main missions, it's yeah, a lot of side stuff. Anyway, like I said, next time. So thank you everyone for joining tonight. It's been a pleasure having you with us. Happy birthday, Phoenix. Many happy returns. Go eat cake or whatever it is people do on their birthdays. And yeah, have a lovely weekend. And until next time, keep being awesome. Bye. So, slightly more to the north here. Is that car going to fall in the water? Yes, it is! That was nothing to do with me, I swear. It's wrapped around a tree. Oh, now I'm upside down. Oh no! Crap! That's it. Down, hug the wall. That penetrates your spikes. Oh, sneaky. How about? Oh, bollocks! I was trying to be clever. Doing it sensibly is the way, and by doing it sensibly, I mean cheating. Yeah. Ooh. Hey up.